Hello everybody, welcome back to the tutorial. Since we completed the footprinting and reconnaissance module, now we will start the next module which is network scanning. Now looking at the overview and the concepts, we will discuss about network scanning concepts, scanning tools, host discovery, port and service discovery, OS discovery where we will do banner grabbing and OS fingerprinting, scanning beyond IDS and firewalls, and also in the end we'll learn about how to draw the network diagrams. So let's discuss what is really network scanning. So scanning is the process of gathering additional detailed information about the target using highly complex and aggressive reconnaissance techniques. Network scanning refers to a set of procedures used for identifying hosts, ports, services in a network. Network scanning is also used for discovering active machines in a network and identifying the operating system running on the target machine. It is one of the most important phases of intelligence gathering for an attacker. This enables him or her to create a profile of the target organization. In the process of scanning, the attacker tries to gather information, including the specific IP addresses that can be accessed over the network, the target's operating system, and the system architecture, and even the ports along with their services running on each computer can be retrieved through network scanning. There are three types of scanning which we will discuss in this module. The one being port scanning, network scanning, and the last one being the vulnerability scanning. So let's discuss a little brief on these ones. Port scanning lists the open ports and services. It is the process of checking the services running on the target computer by sending a sequence of messages in an attempt to break in. It also involves connecting to or probing TCP and UDP ports of the target system to determine whether the services are running or are in a listening state. The listening state then will provide information about the operating system and the application currently in use. Sometimes, active services that are listening may allow unauthorized users to misconfigure systems to run softwares with vulnerabilities. Now, network scanning lists the active host and IP addresses. It is a procedure for identifying active hosts on a network either to attack them or access the security of the network. On the vulnerability scanning, it shows the presence of known weaknesses. It is a method of checking whether a system is exploitable by identifying its vulnerabilities. Vulnerability scanning can be done using a vulnerability scanner which consists of a scanning engine and a catalog. Then the catalog includes a list of common files with known vulnerabilities and common exploits for a range of servers. Now, talking about the objectives of the network scanning, it is the same which we just discussed, that we have to discover the live host, computer, IP addresses, or open ports of the victim. And when we find that, we have to discover the services that are running on the host computer. Even we have to find the operating system and the system architecture, whether it is running a 64-bit operating system or a 32-bit operating system, etc. And we also have to find potential vulnerabilities in the live host. Now, before starting the network scanning, we have to know some of the concepts, which is the network data packets. So, some of the famous being the urgent packet, which is a data contained in the packet should be processed immediately. So, from the name, you can know that. The fin packet will like finish the transmission. The reset packet resets a connection. The push packet sends all the buffered data immediately. The ACK packet is used for acknowledgement for the receipt of the packet, and the SYN is used for initiating a connection between two hosts. Now, since we talk about the TCP, we need to know about how the TCP communication works. So the TCP communication works through the TCP three-way handshake, where the client sends the synchronized packet, which actually tells to initiate a connection, and then the server responds with a SYN ACK, giving an acknowledgement along with the SYN packet, and then the client returning the acknowledgement to the server, and then the connection is established. So this way of passing of the packets, data packets, is known as three-way handshake. Remember that these are the network packets being used during the 3TCP three-way handshake. So that's all for this video. Thanks for joining with us.